Good morning. It's Wednesday. It's day 7 of Deck of TBRathon. I hope the readathon is going well. We're almost a full week in. I'm still buckled up. I'm sitting outside of church. Wednesdays are busy days at church. We've got Bible study this morning, staff meeting this afternoon, and then there's worship tonight. So lots of things to do. I'm hoping before my 8 o'clock start time that I can get my vlog from yesterday edited quickly because last night I was so tired. I could not stay up to edit it, and I even still have 2 pages left of Flawless. So yeah, it was just a day yesterday, a sleepy day. However, I'm happy to announce that Mabel slept all night. The only time she woke up was because her blankie fell off, and so she needed help getting her blankie back on, and then she slept. And Theo slept all night too, so it was actually a good night of rest. I dropped May off at daycare. We are starting the potty training process for her, which is difficult when they go to daycare because we want to make sure we're consistent with how our daycare provider is helping her and how we're helping her at home. So we had a little bit to chat about this morning. And also daycare is potty training 2 other toddlers. So maybe that'll be a good thing, or maybe not. Who knows? Anyway, I'm gonna get inside. Let's get this day started. I got home for lunch and there was a very exciting package on my doorstep. I have been a member of Book of the Month for a very long time, maybe pushing 5 years now. And when Aardvark came out, I was interested in their box, but just felt like I could never leave Book of the Month. And so I actually reached out to Aardvark recently and asked if they could send me some of their books just so I could see their quality and figure out what kind of books they like to put on their lists. I feel like they're less well-known books than Book of the Month, and so maybe I would hear about different authors and different stories from them. So I have the box here and I am very excited to share it with you. I need to open it. Right off the bat, the box looks similar. I mean, obviously not the blue box like Book of the Month, but the quality of the box looks pretty similar. So we open it up. Cute. So it comes with a little note at the beginning that says, "Say hello to August. We challenge you to draw your best aardvark. Yes, we know they are funky looking. All levels of artistic talent are welcome. Take a photo of your aardvark and tag us. 6 lucky aardvark artists will win a free credit." Okay, fun. So just a member challenge. It looks like we've got some bookmarks in here. They put in 3 for me. I don't know if that's because they sent me 3 books. Yeah, I think so. The person holding this has an above average knowledge of aardvarks. The bookmarks are cute, but I'm nervous about this. Like, this will rip off instantly, I feel. Anyway. Yeah, it's already bent. Okay, now we're getting to the books. This first one I see is one of their August picks, and I'm sorry, I just saw the second one and I'm really pumped about that. Okay, so this is a romance called The Truth According to Ember by Danica Nava, and it sounded good. A Chickasaw woman who can't catch a break serves up a little white lie that snowballs into much more in this witty and irresistible rom-com by debut author Danica Nava. So I love that it's a debut. I'll get to try a new author, and I just really do love romance. So first pick, I'm excited about. Second one is by Caleb Azuma Nelson. This is called Small Worlds. I have Open Water by this author on my TBR downstairs, and it's been one that I have been dying to get to, but I just don't for some reason. And this is by the same author, and I've heard such good things about Open Water. Oh, interesting. Okay. There was some, like, the pages were sticking together here, but I think it's okay. The rhythms of small worlds are a feature of Nelson's quiet, particular ear and of a profound engagement with music. Nelson writes about closeness with family, with lovers, with art as careful, essential labor. Well, that sounds good. Sorry, I'm just noticing a few things about Aardvark. Their logo, this was a part of the title, which is interesting. On this one, it's just in a very subtle spot, I feel, down here. The spines don't have the Aardvark logo, which is kind of nice. And then the back of the books have quotes from other authors, like praise for the books. So book of the month are usually blank, so that's kind of nice. Okay, this is one I have never seen. It's called Masquerade by O.O. Sangoyami. It looks maybe like it's a retelling of sorts. Again, there's the logo, just kind of subtle and nothing on the spine. There's praise on the back from Jennifer Saint, Vaishnavi Patel, Hannah Witten, and Genevieve Gornichek. Her rise to power paid in blood. Set in a wonderfully reimagined 15th century West Africa, Masquerade is a dazzling lyrical tale exploring the true cost of one woman's fight for freedom and self-discovery and the lengths she'll go to secure her future. Okay, cool. I am really pleased with the selections they sent me. I told them I liked romance, historical fiction, and contemporary literary, and that I just really love a compelling story. And I feel like they aced it. Way to go. Curated selection from Aardvark. If you're interested in trying Aardvark, I will put a little link down below to get your first box for $4, I think. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to try out the books and see if they're worth it, but I'm really excited to add these to my shelves. So thank you, Aardvark, for these books. Like I said, I'm home for lunch. I am going to actually prep our dinner for tonight. We decided to do meatballs, just frozen meatballs in the crock pot. We like to do that with barbecue sauce, so I'm gonna get those prepped, and I'm going to peel potatoes for mashed potatoes. Just while I'm waiting for Willie to come for lunch, I'll prep some lunch for us too, probably just leftovers, and then we'll go back to work. I have been listening to Not in Love like crazy. It is definitely the steamiest Ali Hazelwood, and again, at the beginning of the book, there's a little warning, like this is probably a bit more erotic than most of her romances, and indeed it is. It's a lot. I don't mind it, but it's definitely a lot. So just know that if you are interested in Ali. I mean, her books have had this in the past, but I feel like this is another level, dealing with some interesting kinks. I feel weird saying that. Okay, anyway, let's make some lunch and prep dinner for tonight.
What's this condition? Some conviction is hard to tell. Call it affliction or addiction. Some call it hell. You said there's something worth having beyond this place, and I believed you. Guess
it's now past kids' bedtime. I kind of just forgot to update you today, or this afternoon at least. Came home from work, watched some Olympics, ate dinner, played with the kids downstairs, and got them ready for bed. It was a very uneventful afternoon. I do have 2 books that I finished though. Flawless by Elsie Silver, the cowboy romance about Rhett and Summer. I loved it. There was a time last night, just like toward the end of the book, I felt like I wasn't going to love it. But when I think about my overall experience reading it, I loved it. I couldn't put it down. I wanted to be with these characters more. And yeah, I'm giving it 5 stars. It was good, and I really want to continue on with the series ASAP. I love Rhett and Summer, but I feel like I will like the other books too. They follow the other brothers in the Eaton family, Rhett's brothers. So yeah, that was a good one. Then I finished Not in Love by Allie Hazelwood, and this one is not my favorite of hers. Going into it, I knew it was going to be her spiciest, and this is weird coming after Flawless because Flawless was very spicy, but I feel like it was tastefully done, if that makes sense. And in Not in Love, it was just plain sex. Like, and at first there were not emotions involved whatsoever. It was just doing the deed and felt like robotic a little bit. I don't know. It was not my favorite. Also, the storyline of the guy coming in and like stealing stuff from the company just wasn't like my favorite storyline either. So yeah, I think I'm gonna wind up giving that 3.5 stars, because I still like found myself wanting to listen to it. It was semi-enjoyable, but just some of the parts brought it down. Anyway, I am sitting in this spot because I'm going to film my July in and out. I'm going to start doing in and outs for like a haul and an unhaul of books that I get and get rid of in the month. So I'm going to do that right now and then go to bed because we're tired. Willie is already getting ready for bed. He's going to get up and swim in the morning. So I'm going to quick film this video. Hopefully it shouldn't take too long, and then I'll go to bed too. I got my books hauled, or the video of the book haul and unhaul, and now I'm going to edit this video and go to bed. But before I do that, I wanted to tell you about my new reads. I told you I finished both Flawless and Not in Love, but I didn't tell you about what I'm picking up next. So the first one is my physical read, and this won the poll for my 7, which meant someone else had to pick my book, and this is a friend choice because I'm reading it for my friend book club. So my patrons picked The Unlikely Animals by Annie Hartnett. I just started reading this tonight while we were getting the kids ready for bed, so I'm 16 pages in. Not too much to report so far. It is about a young woman named Emma. She was always born a little bit different. She was a healer. There's some magical realism at play here, but she has like magical hands, can heal people, and she is coming back to her hometown after dropping out of med school to spend time with her dad, who is dying from a mysterious brain disease. That's all I know so far. So that's my physical read, and then on audio I will pick up, I think, the poll isn't quite finished yet, but they don't have much time, and so I think what's winning out is When We Were Bright and Beautiful by Jillian Medoff. What I didn't realize is this is maybe a mystery thriller, which is good. I need one of those. The acclaimed best-selling author of This Could Hurt returns with her biggest, boldest novel yet. An electrifying, twisty, and deeply emotional family drama set on Manhattan's glittering Upper East Side that explores the dark side of love, the limits of loyalty, and the high cost of truth. So maybe not mystery thriller, but suspense in ways. So this will be my next audiobook. I'm not feeling like super pumped with either of these options, but hopefully I'll get into them and like them a little bit more than first impressions. That's what we've got for today. It was a big day. of not doing hardly anything, but still felt like a lot was going on. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in another vlog tomorrow. Bye.